What is up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can see, it's going to be a very different, very colorful look for you guys. Very mod, very edgy, but also very drag inspired as well. And it's definitely very colorful and rainbow effect. Also, really quickly, it is Pride Month, so happy Pride Month to everybody out there. Anybody who's a part of the LGBTQ community, or even people who accept the LGBTQ community, I hope everybody's having a great Pride, having a great Pride events throughout the world, and of course being safe and having fun, and remembering to love yourself and to love who you are and be proud of who you are, and just all that jazz. So of course this is definitely a very nice little mod to my community, and of course being proud of being gay and being proud of being a man who wears makeup. Of course, I just wanted to give a little shout out to the gay community, and of course to the drag community, with a very subtle drag kind of look today. And I'm going to be going in with the brand new launch from a brand new brand called Lunar Beauty by MANNY MUA, and I'm going to be going in with the Life's a Drag palette. As you can see, it's very massive, it's very pretty. You're gonna get 14 shades, and here it is called Life's a Drag color palette. And really quickly, I'm gonna show you guys some swatches before we get started. We have Cake Face, Sickening, Hunty, Beat, Campy, Pageant Queen, Kiki, Shady, Trade, Mug, Legendary, Kai Kai, Snatched, and Fishy. As you can see on my eyes today, I did use mostly just the bold shades, but it's okay. If you want to see more neutrals, let me know in the comments below. But if you want to see the look that I created today with this really fun and interesting palette, then keep on watching. We are just going to dive right in. I have nothing on my face right now because I'm going to do my eyes first, which is something I don't do very often because I don't know, maybe it's just because I like to do my entire face before I do my eyes, but we're going to be playing with colors, so, you know, gotta try my eyes first. So today we're actually going to dive right into the brand new launch from MANNY MUA and his brand Lunar Beauty. This is the Life's a Drag color palette. Now you see the front is going to be like all holographic, and it's going to have MANNY MUA and his eyes in a drag form. You see Life's a Drag right there. And you open it up and you're going to see the 14 pretty decently big size pans, as well as a double-sided brush. Then on the back you're going to see Lunar Beauty's logo with Life's a Drag color palette on it. So you're going to get 0.70 ounces and 21 grams of product. It's pretty big, it's pretty heavy, so I do like that. I do like how big the pan sizes are. I also get a pretty decently sized mirror. I wish the mirror was just a little bit bigger, less less border, if that makes sense. But other than that, the palette looks pretty stunning. So there's a lot going on in this palette. As you can see, there's a lot of different colors going on around it all around. But honestly, it is called Life's a Drag, and honestly, drag is all over the place, all different colors, all different vibes, all different types of drag out there in the world. So that's what I kind of get from this vibe. So anyways, we're just gonna dive right in. We're gonna dive right in because I really want to do a very dramatic eye for you guys. So I'm actually going to be doing two different dramatic eyes for you, but of course I'm going to be putting on a base. I am going to be using a white base because I want to make this like really highlighted for the gods kind of effect. So I am going to be using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade 00. So I will hope this will look pretty good. Bat, eyes looking pretty dramatic. To set this eye, I'm actually going to go in with the shade Cake Face right here, which is that white. Now that we have the base on, the Cake Face actually looks pretty good, especially as like that white matte kind of base. My eyes looking a little bit crinkly, but that's just because of the concealer. Honestly, what are you going to do about it? I wanted to go in with a white base because I wanted these colors to pop more, especially if I'm going to be doing a drag-inspired look. So, for the inner portion of my eye and to the inner portion of the crease, and on the outer portion I'm going to do a separate shade. On the inner portion I'm going to go in the shade Kiki right here, which is like that nice tealish blue shade. Going really light-handed with it, it does look pretty nice. I will have to say that this is definitely more like a pastel kind of color, so it doesn't show off that much pigment right off the bat. I feel like if you like packed it on, it'd be different, but since I'm using a really lightly dense blending brush, it does go on a little softer, but it does look pretty nice so far. We're getting the look that I'm looking for. So I'm going to go in with the shade Fishy right now, which is this nice blue shade right here. Surprisingly, that color actually blended on beautifully. I'm going to go back in with the shade Kiki really quick and just kind of blend them together, make a good cohesive blend. Instead of using the white concealer, I am going to cut my crease. Obviously, I'm going to do a really extreme drag light crease. I really don't know. Like, I'm going to try to do something different that I have not done on my channel yet, so I'm going to try it and attempt it and see what happens. But anyways, we're going to go in with the ColourPop concealer in the shade Light 12. This is going to be the one I'm going to use under my eyes and for the rest of my face. Really is trying to like make that little perfected line, but you know what, I put a little bit of concealer right over here. Just gonna try to elongate it a little bit really quick, and then I'll go back in with the concealer. So we got something here. We got something. So it is now time to go in with the lid color, and I'm gonna go in with Campy. That yellow is stunning, and I'm actually liking that so far. So far, this look is definitely very different, but of course, once it's finished, you'll see what I'm talking about. So, I am actually going to conceal my under eye and also clean up this line just a little bit. Before I set my under eye, obviously, I'm going to go in with my lower lash line just really quick. Not as much coverage as I wanted to, but it's okay. So, before it starts to crease, obviously, I'm going to go back in with the shade Campy. And I'm going to go in with both of these shades again, Kiki and Fishy. Just kind of blend them all together, make it cohesive with the top. I'm going to go in with the shade Beat right here, which is like a nice shimmering pink champagne. I'm going to use that as my inner corner and brow bone highlight. I mean, I probably would say I have to clean up the line just a little tiny bit, but I'm going to do that really quickly. I'm going to throw on some mascara and lashes later, and we'll get started with this eye next. Say I'm not hating this eye look right now. I am actually liking it now that I kind of cleaned up the lines. It does look pretty good. It's very different, so I'm hoping that you guys like it. I just wanted to go very cut crease, very different. Of course, a very drag inspired, but not too drag like. It's time to go in with this eye. So this eye is already set and ready to go. I used the concealer and I used the shade Cake Face again. So this one's going to be a different color, obviously, or we would have done that already. So today, for this eye, I'm actually going to go in with Kai Kai right here, the bright pink, and Pageant Queen, which is this purple. So I'm going to use Kai Kai right here in the inner portion of the eye, and then use Pageant Queen on the outer side. Now once again, I'm going to go in with Kai Kai and kind of, you know, soften the edges a little bit. I will say Pageant Queen is pigmented. It did go on a little tiny bit, like patchy in a way, but not like terrible. So definitely we'll have to build it up. But the shade Kai Kai is gorgeous hot pink. So, like before, I'm going to clean up these lines, make sure everything is cohesive like this side is. So much better. So now you know what time it is. It is time for Campy. Before I set, I'm going to go in with Campy under the eye, and of course use Kai Kai and Pageant Queen again. Now this one is looking really good. As I clean up this line again, so we're going to go in with Beat. Anyways, I am done with the eyes, so I'm going to put on some mascara and some lashes, and probably the rest of my face, and I will be right back. As you can see, the lashes are on, so the eyes are complete. The face is pretty much complete. I'm absolutely loving the way this is looking, especially with the lashes on. It just ties the entire look together. I'm actually loving the yellow as well. So, now that we're done with the eyes, which actually I feel like it looks kind of like mod in a way, even though it's bright and colorful. It has like this mod vibe to it, so I'm loving that, with a little bit of drag twist to it as well. So we're going to go in with something that's like a signature MANNY MUA thing. Since he launched his little palette right here, I kind of want to go in with a nude glossy lip. So I'm going to go in with the Tarte H2O lipstick in Colada and the NARS Velvet Lip Glide in Unlaced. So just by looking at this, I'm absolutely obsessed with the way that this looks, with the lashes on, with this lip on, and I'm just going to say right now, MANNY knows what he's talking about when it comes to these natural nude glossy lips, because it's really comfortable and it goes really well with this bold eye. So just by looking at my eyes, I'm really happy about the way that they came out. It could have been a disaster, but it wasn't, thankfully. This eye is a little bit thicker in the yellow, but honestly both of them look really stunning, and thankfully they look symmetrical. So I'm very happy about that. So last but not least, let's just talk about this palette. This palette retails for $45 on Lunar Beauty's website. Of course, mine came in when it first launched. I had a little bit of a issue with their credit card machine or something like that was not working right, so my order was canceled. I was not happy about that, but thankfully they gave me free shipping, so I was like, yay, I can finally film a video on this palette. So as you can see, you have Manny's drag eyes right here, you have Life's a Drag right here. Obviously you got to do a very fun drag look with a palette called Life's a Drag, obviously. This palette is actually very massive if you look at it. I mean, the thing is like larger than my face. I did not use the brush. The brush is soft, but I did not use the brush because I usually don't use brushes in palettes because of course I don't like getting them dirty. I know, I'm weird, but that's just me. I also had Campy, Kai Kai, Pageant Queen, Kiki, and Fishy were the ones I used today. Campy was a beautiful yellow, and I was thinking it was going to be so patchy, it was going to be so powdery, it was going to be so chalky, but it wasn't. I was really happy about that because all yellows are chalky to me except for this one and the Sugar Pill Butter Cake, I think it's called. The shade Kai Kai mixed really well and it blended beautifully on the eye. The shade Pageant Queen, I had a little bit of an issue. It did have a little bit of a patchiness and I had to blend it up a little bit more. That was only one out of all these shades that I've used. That was the only one that I had a little bit of issue with, but not too much. And then Kiki was actually really pretty. It was really stunning. And then Fishy was actually beautiful and it blended beautifully, and I was obsessed with the way that one came out, and it wasn't too like over the top, but it also wasn't like powdery or anything like that. It was actually really stunning. I feel like all the shades actually performed very well for me, and playing with these shadows I was very pleasantly surprised. This palette's $45. Do I recommend this palette? I will have to say I do. I do recommend this palette because honestly, I love finding new brands, I love seeing new brands, I love playing with new eyeshadows and new formulations and everything like that. I wanted to do something very fun, very edgy, very different, and I'm very happy with the results that I got right now. I'm absolutely loving the way that my skin's looking. I'm loving the way that my lip and my eyes and everything like that is cohesive and good. I'm just really excited about this. So yes, I do recommend this palette. I do think you should pick this up if you get the chance. I think that MANNY MUA killed it, and I would have to say congrats on launching Lunar Beauty, because I know that it's definitely going to be a very big process to create your own brand and to have everything that you do, your hard-earned money, your blood, sweat, and tears to go into a brand. It's good to try them out and see what you think of them first. He does makeup all the time, so he knows what he's talking about when it comes to formulation and pigment and everything like that, and he would not have released something on the market that was crappy. Do you know what I mean? Like me. If I ever release a brand, which I would love to, I would never want to release anything crappy. And this one was not. This one was a really good palette, and it blended beautifully, which I was very happy about. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you thumbs it up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the very near future. Love you. Bye.